Okay, I believe we are live. Welcome, everyone, and I hope you're having a great Sunday. We are joined today by the lovely Sree. And as all of you have probably become aware of, the Toronto Talks are about to get launched next Friday, and we are in pre-launch week, sharing our experience of Toronto everywhere. And Sree has greatly agreed to join me today and share her experience. So I'm going to have the pleasure of interviewing her and asking her all the 1 million questions I would totally love to ask her. So to get started off, Sree, you had kind of a very unique journey, unique twin flame journey. Yeah. You found Jeff and Sheila's teaching and came into Harmonious Union in less than a month, right?
Yeah.
And it got revealed to you during the Toronto workshop, actually, that you are in Harmonious Union on stage. So I wanted to ask you first thing, how was that for you when you heard that you're in Harmonious Union?
Like, you're asking how I felt when Jeff said it to me. Yeah, so it's a surreal moment. Like, there's no words in me. Jeff announced that before you on that day, but telepathically, he and Shaleia said to me on 26th only, because there is so much of craving inside me. My soul knows that I'm already in Harmonious Union. So on 26th, before coming to the workshop, I just closed my eyes. I invited Jeff and Sheila in my heart. I meditated on them, and I asked, whatever page that comes in the book, Twin Flame, Finding Ultimate Lover, that is your ultimate advice to me right now. And guess what? Like, I opened the book, and 8 keys for the foundation of your Harmonious Union, that page came up, and I was like, wow. So it's like the physical advice of your guru is not needed. When you completely call them in your heart, they will guide you, they will advise you, they will be with you. That's what happened to me on 26th. And then I thought that Jeff will announce this in LA event when I bring Shiva with me. But I'm the only one on. I know that Shiva is within me. He's not physically with me. But when I said my story, Jeff looked into my eyes and he said that, Sree, you're going to have a beautiful wedding because you're in Harmonious Union. I was like, I have no words. I was like awestruck. I cried so much. It's like God pronounced me and Shiva as husband and wife. I felt that.
Wow.
Because how a bride feels when a priest pronounced husband and wife, but I feel 1,000 times more than that, because I see God in Jeff, right? I felt as if God came to earth and he pronounced us as husband and wife. And I'm going to celebrate July 28th as my wedding anniversary, because, at that moment we are married. I feel that,
That is absolutely beautiful. I have to see it. So how was that you found Jeff and Sheila's teaching about 1 month before Toronto happened? How to ask that, what do you think is it that brought you into Harmonious Union so quickly? Because I feel like, when Jeff announced that you're in Harmonious Union, everyone was just like awestruck, because it showed all of us, and for everyone watching, this is in the Toronto Talks, it really showed all of us that we thought it was complicated and hard and it took time, and then you came in and 25 days like this, Harmonious Union. So what is your secret ingredient, to call it that?
There's no secret behind it. Like, I truly desired a guru, and Jeff and Shaleia showed up. And after that, so basically we gained trust over time, but I instantly got connected to their soul. I know who they are, and from day one, I have that trust and devotion towards them. I blindly trust whatever Jeff says, right? For example, until joining TFAS, I'm so much crave and addicted to my masculine self. I love my masculine self. It's so tough to free my masculine self, but in one of uh, so 25 day all the 25 days are like it's so much fast track spiritual journey. I'm so much surrendered to God, at the same time surrendered to Jeff and Sheila's teachings. So there is no doubt at all. If Jeff says something,
Mm-hmm.
it's absolute truth. That's it. There's no looking back. There is no asking any doubts, because that's the truth. He knows what's the result. We can't see it, but he can see it, right? So in one of the videos he says that Shelia is his 100% masculine feminine self, and he is 100% masculine. So hearing that, I easily freed my masculine self and embodied my feminine energy. So that much trust I have on Jeff. So 29 years I've been masculine, but when Jeff said that, it's so easy for me. So my devotion and trust on them, and I surrendered to them without expecting any outcome. Like if I do this, whatever Jeff said, okay, I can attain that from Twin Flame. Nothing. I just applied whatever they taught me without any attachment to the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I surrendered, trusted them completely, and applied whatever they said to me. In the 25 days, they guided me to watch this. Like it will take 1 year to watch the Ascension School videos, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm perfectly guided by them and God to look these videos, to whatever I have blocks, I cleared that perfectly with their guidance. So I will say that faith, trust, and devotion and surrender led me to Harmonious Union.
That is, it's like amazing when I hear you speak. You can, like, I can totally feel just like your complete surrender. And, it's like this, like, I feel this huge effortless in everything you say and in your entire journey. And I think that's why what you have to share is so valuable, and why you play like a big part in the Toronto talks, because that is something that, like we're all still mastering to some degree. And like
I don't know that. Like I don't know that I can go on stage for 30 minutes because I'm an introvert. I have social anxiety. I am the most shy person in our school. But when Jeff and Sheila was there, I felt only 3%, or I should say 2 persons, they and me, but Jeff, Sheila, and only me are there. Like all the students are me, collectively me, and my gurus are in front of me. That I got confidence, and I want to share the story because this is real. I want to show that their work is real. I want to share my story. I wanted to share my story on stage because the only desire I have is, at least if one person gets healed, that's enough for me. That brought me on stage. That's it. That's the only desire I have.
Wow. So, like you've been saying a lot about basically your relationship to Jeff and Sheila as your eternal ultimate guru.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about what was your journey like to find Jeff and Sheila, and how did you recognize them as your true guru and claim them as your true guru? And like, I would love to hear some of that.
Yeah, so before coming to TFAS, I'm in complete pain. I'm in twin flame separation and huge pain, and I'm unable to walk. I'm unable to operate. I'm like walking dead. So much pain is inside. And actually, I searched for so many twin flame healers. I'm about to pay $6,000 for some other twin flame healer. But my soul is saying that this is not right. This is not right. And I'm about to pay. I stopped it and asked God, my soul is saying this is not right. I'm in search of a guru. Please show me my true guru. And guess what? Next day, I've seen their YouTube video. I saw their free class, and instantly I felt as if I'm home. I know them already. There is a connection, and I stopped that. I said them that I'm not joining their uh, teachings, and immediately I joined DFU, and then within two days I got the all class pass. And yeah, I know maybe my soul called to TFU, and God showed my true guru, because I asked him. I asked Guru, my God, to show my true guru, and Jeff and Sheila came into my life. So yeah, that's my story. And then, as I said, my trust and there is no ego inside me, or it's complete unconditional devotion. Whatever, like Radha has the devotion towards Krishna, or whatever I have my devotion towards my twin flame, it's the same place I'll give to them. So if you see me in front of them, you'll see so much of bliss in my eyes. I feel like I'll be like a baby around them. I'll be so happy. Like if God appears before me and asks me to choose $1 million or a day with Jeff and Shaleia, I will choose Jeff and Shaleia because I feel so complete. I feel satisfied, fulfilled, loved, peaceful around them. They are my ultimate gurus, and they gave me everything that a human being need. I have everything in my life after joining TFU. It's all because of them. It's all because of their unconditional love. I'm forever devoted to them. Yeah.
That is, yeah, I don't have words. I feel, like all of us who have, found Jeff and Sheila after, for me, it was the same way when I found Jeff and Sheila. I was like in a lot of pain, and it's this feeling of like, I think that we all have, the people who really committed to their cheating, that we found everything we've ever looked for. And it gives us all these answers we've been looking for like everywhere else. And then finally you find like the one, like, the right person. So can you, because you're from India, and this has been coming up in the open forum quite a lot, especially after Toronto, that we've all been awakened to this concept of a guru and claiming Jeff and Sheila as our guru. And the East has so much more insight into this relationship between a guru and a disciple. So could you, share with us, like, what is a guru, and why is it so important to have a guru on your spiritual journey?
Yeah. So to explain who is guru, so the hidden ignorance, or the absence of knowledge of self, or the world, the Maya, the attachment to our families. So with whose grace we'll attain the highest knowledge of ourself, he is the Guru. So with his grace, we feel that all our sins will get purified. All will be free of all miseries. At the same way, an ideal disciple will feel no difference between Lord and Guru. He worships Guru as if he worshipped God, because if he feels a slight difference between what I have said, it's not real devotion, because worshipping Guru brings you ultimate bliss very easily in your life. Worshipping him is serving him, living upon his ideals and principles, and at the same time spreading whatever we learned from our Guru to the world until our end of our life, right? So the relationship between God and Guru and disciple is so sacred. So faith and trust are like prerequisites to have a guru. We should have it before, and then he will teach us, right? So, uh, so if you ask me why we should have a guru, we are restless beings, human beings who wander on earth without any aim, right? So, for example, if I'm like in a thick forest, I don't know in which direction I have to go. I don't know if sun is not there, I can't see. But Guru is a well versed of all the directions in the forest. So he takes you to his home, makes you feel protected, and assures you that he can save your life, and shows you the right path in the forest. In the same way, in our spiritual journey as well, um, he shows the right path to God, and how to reach God, and how to ascend and be united to God so easily. So we, in our spiritual journeys as well, we wander on earth because of all this suffering, poverty, all this world maya. But he brings all the knowledge of our ultimate self, purifies all our blocks, purifies our consciousness, and makes it so much ease to how to reach God. So a guru is so important in our life, because I'm in the twin flame journey for 6 years. But after having Jeff and Sheila as my guru, I attained my union in 25 days. So I suffered a lot with pain. I suffered a lot. I never know how to love myself. So after having Jeff and Sheila, I have everything. Like, I have my ultimate health. I have my ultimate partner. I have blissful, peaceful state in my mind. Like, having devotion, trust, and applying their teachings brings you this, like having guru, you see how much difference I have in my life, right? It's so, they bring everything so easily. Like, it came up from our ancestors that we have to suffer a lot to attain peace, but guru shows you the easiest path. It's so easy, it's already within you. He raises your vibration and shows who you are, and unites you with God. Yeah. So, and I wanted to say something, that everyone after the Toronto event, and now as well when the Guru Disciple topic came up, everyone posted that I want to know how it feels. Sree feels the devotion towards Jeff and Shaleia, and I want to claim what Sree has towards it. But I felt that it's already there. It's already there. You have to see it. Because if you see the New York event and the Toronto event, the only difference is in New York event, you lived with Jeff and Sheila in the same house. But in the Toronto event, they lived in the hotel. But if you observe what we have went through after the event, every single minute, until 4 a.m., 5 p.m., we all lived together in the same house, and every one of us healed together. It's as if Jeff and Sheila were already with us. So they are speaking through us. We healed each other. So your soul called to TFU. You completely trusted their teachings, and I know that you and everyone will mirror every of your upsets every day, right? That means you're applying their teachings, like no matter what, you're applying their teachings every second in your life, and you're spreading their whatever their knowledge is, you're spreading it to everyone. You're healing the world. That is what an ideal disciple is. So as Jeff says that peace is always there in your heart, you just have to feel it. I will say that every one of us has the same devotion and respect towards Jeff and Sheila already. You just have to see it. It's already there in your heart. There's no need to claim it. It's already there. You have to see it.
Oh wow, that is so beautiful. And I think that's like, the really like the big piece that when you came into Harmonious Union and like the entire guru disciple topic came up, it's like you brought that awareness into the community, or you sparked like, the fire so everyone could like see it. But it's the same thing as with the Harmonious Union, right? It was always there, and like coming to Harmonious Union is just like finally becoming aware that you've always been there. And that's like, I remember when I found Jeff and Shay, I was just like, I don't even know what my life was before. It just feels like I've always like been in this community, applying this teaching, following Jeff and Sheila. And yeah, it's very beautiful.
How do you feel now?
I feel a lot of peace in my heart, because I feel like, this like before I've never actively thought, I mean, I've always like, the moment I found Jeff and Sheila, for me it was like, this is it, this is all I've been always looking for. I knew it in my heart. And from day one, I've been applying everything they say to the best of my abilities. So obviously, you know, working through upsets and all of that. But like, you know, I think the concept of devotion was new to me. That's like what you really brought to my awareness, is like complete devotion to your guru and to God. And one of the moments, actually, to come back to the Toronto talks, one of the moments that really like kind of got burned into my mind was after you left the stage and you sat down and Jeff and Sheila continued to talk about you. And Shaleia just said that your devotion is pure and perfect. And I remember that moment I was looking at you and you just like started crying. And that's like a moment where it just like hit me, like this pure and perfect devotion that you really have. And it's so beautiful. And it's something like I want to, and I claim that and I'm working towards it, but you embody that so perfectly. So yeah, thank you for showing us the way. One question that I would like to ask you about this entire like guru-disciple relationship is because you said that, you know, and I feel like that's something where a lot of people who are new to this, to the guru concept, are still, you know, trying to figure that out. Or for me, at least, that's what came up for me when what you said, or that you said right now is, you said that you worship your guru and follow him and trust him unconditionally, just like you do God. So I'm kind of curious to know because Jeff and Shia always say we are not God. It's just like the God in us you follow and are devoted to and worship. So what is, to ask it directly, what is the difference between your relationship to God and your relationship to your gurus? Because, you know, like is it the same?
It's the same, yeah.
The same?
Like they're so humble to say that, because I know that like they have incarnated so many lifetimes, purified their consciousness, they know all possible human lessons, and they came back on it to teach us their learnings and everything. So I feel there is no difference. Like God, Guru, and my twin flame are in the same plane, because you have to surrender to them to attain their ultimate knowledge, right? Like I feel them as God, because when I hugged Jeff and when we had a group hug, I really said in Jeff's ears that, Jeff, I'm feeling God. It's like I'm complete. In his shoulders, I'll cross oceans to have that hug. I'll say that, Denisa, in India, like we don't have this privilege what Jeff and Sheila is giving us, because we can't see in Guru's eyes as well. We'll be like this, or we'll be distantly do whatever our guru says, and or we'll sit on floor and he sits on the chair, like that. So we have that much of obedience and respect towards them. But we there's after so many days we'll get a single chance to touch their feet, that's it. But Jeff and Shaleia gave us that privilege to hug them, to be around them, to play with them, to love them. That's a huge gift to us in 20th century. I would say this is the best gift that a disciple will have from their guru, because we'll not have the privilege to hug our guru in India, because whatever I said, but they are so down to earth. They treat all of us as if God treats all of us as his children, right? They have the same amount of equal unconditional love towards everyone. If you see that how they hug each and every person, like hugging 100 people, they have the same pure feeling in their eyes. They didn't get exhausted. They felt they completely hug them. They show the complete pure love towards them. I didn't see any difference between God's love and their love. It's the same for me. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's so much, just so one with God that it's literally, they are
Yeah,
one.
because whatever Jeff speaks, I feel it as God speaking through him. I know it that God is speaking through him, and whatever Jeff says, there is no looking back. There is no question. It's like he knows everything. He knows the result. Maybe we'll have that fear because we don't see the outcome, but he sees it already because he is God consciousness like that. I feel that. I said that on stage too, right? So I see them as Shiva and Shakti, and that's why when I wanted to honor them. In India, we honor our gurus before starting the event. We make them sit on stage. We facilitate them by wrapping up with ethnic Indian cloth, and we honor them with that garland. So I asked the TFU team that I wanted to do this. I wanted to honor them. I wanted to show my respect towards them, and they said that we are going low key, so wrapping them with that ethnic cloth, let's not do it, and let's have that garland thing. And I was like, okay, at least I have this, at least my garland will go to the hearts of Jeff and Sheila. That's enough for me, like that much of devotion that I have. And when my slight pure, like small pure desire, uh, when Jeff said that this is my Shelia's ultimate desire to get married in front of everyone, I was like crying seeing that blissful moment, right? I felt as if I have seen Shiva and Parvati's wedding again. I have seen my mother and father's wedding again. That's the most best part in Toronto events. Because and I came back to home and I called my mom and said all this, and she was like, you're part of your guru's wedding. You attained so much of like purified something. And she said you're going to have a beautiful wedding because you got the guru's blessings, right? They said that. And yeah, that's the beautiful moment for me, to be part of their wedding. And the next day as well, they asked me that can we wear the garland? They, as it's so pure, innocent. Jeff asked me, and I was like, yeah, you can. We in India as well, we preserve the garlands after a wedding, so they are so sacred. Please wear them. And they wore them the second day as well. I was like, as a baby, looking at them. Yeah. So I feel no difference between God and Guru. I give the same place in my heart. God is, we can't see him. I can see Jeff and Sheila. That's it. There's no difference.
Mm. Wow. Let's just sit with that for 5 seconds. I think I'm gonna rewatch this, like at least one time, I feel, because you share so much wisdom and knowledge. This is amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm learning so much just from like asking you questions.
I'm grateful.
And like being like, oh my God. So to kind of, like go back to the actual event of the Toronto Talks as a broad thing. And this is a very broad question as well. How did it change your life to the Toronto workshop weekend, just being there?
Like, just being there, first thing I felt God every single minute. I felt that every one of us got connected to our higher self every minute. Like normally we'll be in 3D, we'll be like that, but at that moment, all our vibration, Jeff, with his words, he raised our vibration. And all of us, we know, I know what you feel and you know what I feel, right? Everyone is, we all are like collectively healed through Jeff, right?
Yeah.
It's like he raised a vibration. So I felt God every single minute. And second thing is, you will feel that you're enough after spending that weekend. There is a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment inside, and you'll know that you're enough. And there is so much of unconditional love from every one of us. Like, we are hugging each other, we are healing our upsets, we are watching Jeff and Sheila. There is collective healing, collective unconditional love. Yeah, I felt God every minute in Toronto workshops, and it's like once in a lifetime experience. It changed me so much. Yeah.
It goes a bit beyond words. Like there's no words to express how much that can happen in one weekend, right?
Yeah, because if we observe what we spend for the 4 days after the Toronto workshop as well. Every single minute is like one day. We are healing through our blocks every single minute. Even though we eat, we say that you have that upset, you have to
Yeah.
clear this. and we are enjoying it so much, learning from each other, right? It's like having Jeff and Sheila with us all the 4 days after the workshop as well. Yeah, I loved it so much. And so the so what impact I have, or what I observed is I learned about myself so much. I don't know that I can go on stage. Jeff and Sheila brought me confidence. So if you watch Toronto workshop, you'll get hope that this work is real, hope that it's easy, hope that you can also be in harmonious union maybe in one day. Yeah, Toronto workshops bring you hope, faith, and trust, and how to surrender to God. And my guru Jeff will walk every one of us through how to be in union with God and how to attain peace every single minute. He walked through that, right? So we can see that as well, which is very important. That's what we need, peace, right?
My
He
God.
spent like 1.5 hours, 2 hours explaining that, explaining God, explaining peace. Yeah. After that, he came to Harmonious Union and what's Twin Flame Union and all that. So if whatever I think, whatever we feel, everyone of the audience will feel watching it, like the recorded event as well.
Oh my God, yes.
Because I see that in the teaser. Oh my God, how beautiful it is.
When I saw like the trailer teaser, whatever the word for it is, I remember when I first saw that and I had the exact same feeling come up inside of me as when I was at the actual workshop. It was
Yeah,
the same feeling.
same
It
feeling.
teared up and I was like, yeah, just feeling like it was still there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, honestly, since the day after the workshop was over, I've been waiting for these recordings to come out and basically being like, I want to rewatch them.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, what you just shared, if anyone had any doubts that these are incredibly amazing, valuable, like the best recordings ever, then like, I think those doubts just like flew out of the
Yes.
window.
Yes.
It was really the most, for me too, the most life-changing weekend of my life, probably.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, let me think. If I have any other questions, I can ask you. Because I feel
And
so
yeah.
is there something you would, like open floor, anything you would like to share that is still on your heart, or you feel guided to just like.
So until 27, the first day workshop, I have this doubt inside that what if I go wrong in advising someone, and what if they got hurt? I have that doubt. But when Jeff announced that Harmonious Union, like immediately there is a raise in my vibration. My vibration got raised, and immediately there is no doubt at all. From that minute to until now, I know that God speaks to me, and it's as if Shaleia is talking through me. Like so many people came up after I spoke on stage and they hugged me. They asked me. I immediately, with so much ease, I'm able to tell them with my knowledge and what Jeff and Shaleia shared. There's no doubt at all. It's like Shaleia speaking through me. Like they raised my vibration, and my soul family, Rashmi, everyone said that like we are looking at you differently. So that's the ultimate change that Toronto workshop brought inside me. Like complete trust in myself, trust that whatever I speak, it's like Shaleia speaking through me. She's like my amma. Yeah, I love her. Like what should I say? There's no words. Yeah, I can't show them in words. They already know what I feel, and I know what I feel towards them. It's like unconditional. There's no need to show them or shower them. They know it already. And I'm so grateful that they are in my life, that God has shown me them, because their unconditional desire to bring heaven on earth is like outstanding. I just bow my head towards their feet. They strive so much to to explain us, to love us. Jeff always disciplines us because he already know that everything is within us, and he disciplines us because he wants us to see at his level, right? It's like parents' love towards his children, to see him succeed, see him have all everything that he had. That's what Jeff feel. That we think that Jeff is getting angry on us or disciplining us, but I see that Jeff is just disciplining us. Um Both of them are, oh my god, ultimate beings, high vibrational, enlightened masters who came on earth to bring peace, love, and to create heaven on earth. That's what I feel. I bow my heart and soul to their feet to for bringing everything in my life. I have everything right now. Like my harmonious union is like my harmonious twin flame family union. Like as Jeff says that everything happens in the divine order at the divine right time for the highest of good, for the everyone involved. That's what happened to me. Like everyone in my family are like completely happy, as if me and Shiva are happy. My mom is feeling like as if she found her long lost son. She was like, yeah, it feels so beautiful to have that connection. I'm meeting him every day. We are going to gym. We are planning our wedding. So each and single day I'm meeting him. And more than me, my mom and Shiva is getting connected. So it's like a family union.
Oh.
My mom is unable to live without him. Like until now, she's so detached with so much, with all of us. But with Shiva, it's like, how can I live without seeing him if he leaves to Canada? She's like, my soul is, every minute Shiva is in my heart. It's like she finally found her son, right? I wanted to say that this is real. The work is real. Jeff and Sheila's teachings are real. I'm the live example, their disciple. Yeah, I bow my head to them for bringing everything. I have everything in my life. If I can't heal my upsets, I have everyone. Like I have my soul family. I have Jeff and Sheila. I have my spiritual family. Every one of us, he gave me everything. I used to be alone in one room. I used to have 2 to 3 friends, but now if you see my Facebook friends list, it's like over 250. All are my Twin Flame Universe friends. Every one of them are showering love towards me so much. So Jeff and Sheila brought so much in my life. I'm grateful for them until my last breath.
Amen. That's what I
Yeah.
can say. Amen. Let's take a moment and see if, for everyone watching, if you have any questions for Sree. Oh, I am sorry, that was fine. Now is the moment to ask them, because I've asked everything I could possibly ask, and you've answered even things I didn't think about asking. So give me 1 second. I am just quickly going to check if someone has commented something. Or asked you something. Where is our, okay. Here we are. Okay, we do not have any comments. So this was so rich. Like you've made me speechless. I'm just sitting here like, okay.
So, I don't know. I just came. I invited my gurus. I asked them, I'm going to live. Please make it perfect. I don't know. Please talk through me. I asked them and this happened. That's it. I don't know anything. You know how nervous I am before the live feed, right?
Yeah. It was completely perfect. And I'm sure this is so valuable for our entire community, everything you've shared. Just like be aware, I just want you to know that you really so appreciate it. And thank you so much for agreeing to join me and do this.
Thank you. This is a privilege. Thank you. I want to show that my devotion through saying my story to everyone that they are real. Please be devoted, trust, and we have to have an unshakable trust and devotion towards them. That's what brought my Harmonious Union. I love them forever.
Well, bless you and bless your
Thank you. Bless you too.
Thank you. And with that being said, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you, everyone.